The Lectric XP 2.0 foldable e-bike is currently one of the most popular choices in the affordable e-bike market today. Considering the components, add-on features, and the variety of frame options, it's hard to deny that the 2.0 is one of the better values available. The only real criticism that's hard to ignore is that the stock battery that powers the bike is relatively small. Knowing this and realizing that their customers are desiring more range from their trips, Lectric is attempting to satiate this hunger with a new long-range battery option for their XP 2.0s and 1.0 models. But you may be wondering if this new larger battery is a good value. So let's take a look and see if you should be shelling out your hard-earned cash for these upgrades. The XP 2.0 models, the high step and the step through, only come with a 9.6 amp hour battery. Around the time this bike was originally released, the average power rating for e-bike batteries was around 14 amp hours, so the 2.0 was already on the lower end of the e-bike power scale. Ever since, the e-bike market has been slowly shifting to increase this average battery size. Right now, the average e-bike battery seems to be closer to 20 amp hours today, more than double the amount of power that the XP 2.0 comes with. In order to combat this shortcoming, in August of 2022, Lectric announced their new long-range battery upgrade option that comes in at 14 amp hours of capacity. This brings them more in line with what many e-bike manufacturers are currently offering in battery capacities. Companies such as Rad Power Bikes, the largest e-bike manufacturer in North America. These new 14 amp hour batteries are being sold by themselves at $500 plus tax, with free shipping, while the standard replacement 9.6 amp hour batteries are priced at $299 in comparison. The price for this battery upgrade isn't terrible when compared to the cost that many other e-bike companies, such as, again, Rad Power Bikes, are asking for their batteries. Rad sells their standard 14 amp hour battery for $550 plus tax, as well as an additional $60 fee for shipping.
Plus shipping and handling.
Even if I buy it here?
It's shipped from somewhere else, isn't it? And I've been handling it.
It's worth noting that for a limited time, Lectric is giving their customers a 20% discount if you use the code GOTHEDISTANCE at checkout when ordering, taking an additional $100 off the price, bringing it down to $400. We're not quite sure when that discount will end, but if you happen to be purchasing one, I'd definitely give it a try to see if it works. Lectric also included the option to purchase a new XP 2.0 with this new larger battery already included for $1199. But the XP 2.0 with the standard capacity battery is still listed for $999 if you weren't ready to spend that much just yet. These upgraded batteries cost $200 more than the original for almost an additional 4.5 amp hours of battery capacity. Let's break down the numbers to see how these costs compare in regards to the power and range that you'll get, at least on paper. I'll be using the regular price of $500 for the long-range battery instead of the limited time discount price of $400, since I'm not sure when that discount will end. As I had mentioned previously, the original XP 2.0 battery is 48 volts, 9.6 amp hours, or 461 watt hours in total capacity, and is priced at $300. While the new long-range version comes in at 48 volts, 14 amp hours, or 672 watt hours, and is selling for $500. If we analyze the cost of each of these batteries in relation to the power rating they provide, you'll see that the original XP 2.0 battery comes to roughly $31 per amp hour, or 65 cents per watt hour. The upgraded long-range battery comes at about $36 per amp hour, or 74 cents per watt hour. So there is a slight price discrepancy between the amount of power to dollar ratio on the longer range batteries when compared to the smaller ones. Both the regular XP batteries and new long-range batteries share the same physical size, otherwise the battery wouldn't fit inside the bike. So we can assume Lectric is using an alternative higher capacity and therefore more expensive lithium-ion cell to comprise this new battery. Cells that would take up the same physical space inside the battery's casing, but are more energy dense. But this is only a guess. If we analyze the range in comparison to price, the numbers tell a similar story. Be aware that the amount of range that you get out of any e-bike battery is entirely subjective, so the cost per mile will be individualized as well. However, going by what Lectric indicates, these batteries will provide a range increase of up to 65 miles on a single charge. Compare that to the regular XP battery, which has a range of up to 45 miles. These range estimates, of course, are used in the lowest pedal assist level to maximize the most amount of range possible. Going by the range estimates that they provide for throttle only, you only get about 30 miles out of the long-range battery and 20 out of the standard. But let's base our numbers off somewhere in the middle, the pedal assist level 3 estimates on Lectric's site. 35 miles from the long-range battery and 25 miles from the standard capacity one, which is probably more in line with what your average rider will get on your everyday ride. The price per mile that you'll get from the standard battery at Pedal Assist 3 would be about $12 per mile, while the long range battery at Pedal Assist 3 would provide about $14.30 per mile. Again, showing a moderate increase in price per mile for the long range battery option when compared to the standard. So the cost per mile is slightly higher on these larger capacity batteries compared to the original. However, it isn't beyond what I would say was unacceptable, especially considering that you can still carry your original battery along with you and get a whopping 23.6 amp hours in total if you're using both. Please be aware, if you have an XP Lite or X Premium e-bike from Lectric, that these long-range batteries are not compatible and only work for the XP 1.0 and 2.0 models. If I had to guess, I would imagine that Lectric would have a larger battery option in the works for the XP Lite series, since that e-bike only comes with a 7.8 amp hour battery out of the box. In regards to the X Premium, it has a pretty decent total battery capacity as it is, so I wouldn't be surprised if Lectric wasn't planning on a battery upgrade path for it anytime soon. Also, if you're considering purchasing this battery upgrade, be aware that there are two different versions available. One for the XP High Step and one that is compatible with the XP Step Throughs, so make sure that you're ordering the correct battery that you'll need. I thought I should also mention that there are higher capacity third-party alternative batteries available online that are typically priced much lower. Personally, I would steer clear of any battery purchased from AliExpress or eBay, since there's really no telling what kind of quality, capacity, or even warranty that you'll be getting with it. The low price can be tempting, however, many of these cheaper battery alternatives are made with lower quality cells that will not be able to provide the same kind of power consistency out of what you get from the manufacturer. Not to mention, who knows what kind of warranty you'll be getting with a random seller on eBay or AliExpress that could disappear without notice. With all things considered, if you don't have the dreaded e-bike range anxiety or have never run out of power on your rides, then the additional cost of this upgrade may not be needed. However, if you are currently in need of the extra mileage or simply want to be prepared for those longer rides, then the long-range battery upgrade is definitely the way to go. The return on investment isn't quite the same as the standard battery, but that is to be expected with most e-bike component upgrades. The higher you go, the more expensive. If you plan on picking up one of these battery upgrades, let me know down in the comments. Or if you already purchased one, let me know if you're happy with your decision. As always, I don't work for Lectric and I'm not being paid for my opinions here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you stay safe.